Hey guys, today I'll clean the mass airflow sensor on a 2014 Corolla. Cleaning the MAF can help with rough idle, difficulty starting, lack of power, and it can also improve gas mileage. Alright, so before we touch anything, the ignition must be turned off completely. And now we need to disconnect the electrical connector, so I'll squeeze the tab down and pull it out. And to get the MAF sensor out of the airbox, we have to remove the two Phillips head screws. Make sure not to drop these, they're so tiny they can be easily lost. Now for the MAF sensor itself, we need to be extra gentle when pulling it out. Always hold it from the top part, don't touch the bottom side. This MAF has 3 sensing elements. One is visible right here, and then you have 2 more tiny ones tucked inside. These elements are incredibly delicate, so do not touch them or blow compressed air on them. They're so delicate that even touching with a soft brush can permanently damage them. Alright, so before we start cleaning, there's one important step I'll take, and that's to remove the O-ring. And here's why. The last time I cleaned this MAF sensor, the cleaning spray dried out the O-ring and made it expand, which made it extremely difficult to reinstall the MAF. So to avoid that problem this time, I'll use a special O-ring pick, and I'm being super careful removing the O-ring here, keeping the pick pointed away from the delicate sensing element. Alright, so when it comes to cleaning MAF sensors, a specialized mass airflow sensor cleaner must be used. Do not use brake cleaner, alcohol, or any other cleaner. Using the wrong cleaner will damage the sensor permanently. So I'll grab my cleaner and attach the straw firmly into the nozzle. Make sure it's really pushed in there. If it pops off while spraying, it could damage the element. Now to spray it, I'll hold the sensor upright and hold the straw 4 to 5 inches away from the sensing elements. And one important thing before we spray, this should be done only in a well-ventilated area, away from flames and ignition sources. I'm doing this outside, and I'll give it 15 quick sprays for a good cleaning. The instructions on my can recommend 10 to 15 sprays. And I'll do the same for the other 2 elements, maintaining at least 4 inches away and holding the sensor upright. This allows excess fluid to drip right down. We don't want too much fluid pooling inside, as that could cause damage. This spray evaporates super quickly, however some tiny drops will likely remain, so it's crucial to let it dry completely before reinstalling it. Once our sensor is totally dry, we can go ahead and reinstall the O-ring. Now I'll carefully guide the sensor in, and I'll check it from the side to ensure that the O-ring is fully seated and the sensor is all the way down. If it doesn't sit flat or there is a gap, the O-ring likely didn't slide in properly and it will need to be seated first before installing the screws. Once the sensor is fully seated, we can reinstall the 2 Phillips head screws to secure it. And finally, reconnect the electrical connector. It should make a click once it's fully engaged. After doing this cleaning, I immediately noticed some good improvements. Starting from a complete stop, the acceleration feels smoother, and the engine used to idle rough sometimes, even causing vibrations, but that's completely gone now. So I'm very happy with the result, and I'll continue to clean it once a year to make sure that it stays in good shape. If you found this video useful, please make sure to press the like button and leave me a comment. Your feedback is appreciated. Thanks for watching.